Baker extraordinaire Tonnie Rozier, who grew up in Harlem's Polo Grounds, recently opened his first retail store right on 123rd Street and Lenox Avenue. We caught up with Rozier to find out what inspired him to return home.
A friend of mine, great friend of mine, and mine, wanted to get involved in Tonnies Minis. He then said, I have a friend who owns a building in Harlem. Let's go take a look. And that was the beginning of the thought of Harlem. Then I checked back to see how many deliveries we were doing to Harlem, and it was quite a bit.
But it's not just the community who's got a sweet tooth for Tonnies. He already has a loyal celebrity following that includes a who's who of music and Hollywood.
Did a cake for Bad Boy, for P. Diddy himself, the past 2 years. We have done things, of course, with Name Dash, Rockefeller. Jay-Z has gotten some items. Kamorley Simmons.
What's the cupcake Harlemites love most?
Red velvet, hands down. Close second is the carrot.
Here, you can even design your own cupcake.
You walk in, you pick your cupcake of choice, in which we have 10 different flavors to choose from. And in many cases, most people don't like a lot of icing, and then some who do. So you can determine the amount of icing you want, or your gummy bear, your gummy worms, your M&Ms, your crushed walnuts, your crushed Oreos, or your coconut of your choice.
Harlem is home to some famous eateries, so what makes this bakery such a standout?
The customer service, not to say that others don't provide the same customer service, but I'm a stickler for it. I have never worked retail before, but I know what I like when I am being served, and that's what we stand behind. Baking-wise, we actually, as far as I can tell, we're the only ones that allow you to create your own cupcake. You walk in, everything is freshly iced, right here in front of you.
Now, what's the story with the Harlem cupcake?
Nothing that I'm going to share just yet until I've perfected it, but I can assure you it's going to be good.
Not only is Tonnie putting his business talents into Harlem, he continues to give back to the community. He's being honored by the organization determined to educate for his charitable works.
Over the course of the last 4 years, most companies dealing with kids recognize, from the Children's Aid Society to the local Boys and Girls Club to YMCAs, they recognize the fact that they can always call on Tonnies Minis. Being that I'm from the Human Services, I was actually the director of Boys and Girls Club and a unit director at a YMCA years ago. So I get phone calls often for events and parties, and we cater the event for them.
Cupcake connoisseurs, Harlem's got a new hot spot. Tonnies Minis will definitely satisfy your sweet tooth.